Alright, let's see if I can start this run before anyone gets here. I'm gonna hold up for a second to change the RNG. Hey, what's up, Median Joe? You are frequently one of the first ones here every night now. Let's og. What's up, Orbital? How you doing? I'm doing well. I got like this weird head cold thing. I was in a bad place yesterday, sneezing and eyes watering, barely able to look anywhere, but by about noon today, I was back to like 90%. So I'm feeling good. You missed my run last week, you're out of town. Well, you didn't miss much, Median Joe. There was no run. Well, I think the run died somewhere. I forget where. I don't recognize that nickname, Jacob likes Vor. But I do recognize that intro. How you doing? Thanks so much for that resub, buddy. 85 months, no less. Sup, nerd? "85 months is wild." Appreciate you. How long ago did you change your name? It's a very unique name, I'll give you that. Well, now you gotta stick to the skit, huh? I guess you could change it back, maybe. If the old name has been abandoned. This is run number 64. Well, at least run number 64 of recent. I wonder if I had my old splits and I never deleted them. I feel like I got up to like the 900s or 1,000 or early thousands or something. Back in the old days. Okay, what do we got? I'm gonna delete that crow. No! Oh man, I don't think I can despawn that dog. Gotta backtrack here again. Okay, not a great hill climb, but at least I didn't get into a fight. Yo, what's up, Michael? Me and the family are doing well. Getting over a sickness. I felt awful yesterday. But around like noon today, I started clearing up and I feel pretty good now. Where's my water bottle? What have I done? Where is it? Did I take it somewhere? Oh, I'm probably gonna have to find my water bottle later. Watch me PB tonight. That would be wonderful. It's already extending quite a while since my most recent 401. It's been what, like 4 or 5 weeks since I got that time? Getting here at starting this fight at what, like 7:13? A little bit slow, but probably like 20 seconds slower than ideal. Two cycle will give us like at 7:45. Come on, Buzz Buzz, charge forward, do it. Make me happy. Ah, regular attack on a defend turn. Hate to see it. I'm feeling like this is just going to be the run of the night. Feeling good about tonight. I genuinely feel more optimistic about tonight than I have about recent days. That would have been weird to get caught by the crow after the shack. I don't know if I've ever ran into an encounter between the shack and the drugstore. Bum, bum, bum. No charge forward on turn 1? Oh. I feel like with that kind of turn, I guess I got charged forward twice. Do I pick up the fruit juice? Yeah, I'm gonna go and pick it up. Gives me decent odds to not have to heal before, or until after Yes Man Jr. Another 17, please. Ooh, take that too. Alright, be nice, Frank. Oh, bad start. Okay. Uh-oh. HP's really low. Good. Had to use one burger, so we will not be doing burgerless. But we'll only have to use one, we probably won't even fill up our inventory. I think I'm one hit away, but we're playing it safe. I probably could have risked it and just kept going, but a 1 in 20 ends my run. And I feel like, because you have essentially a 1 in 20 chance of missing. Well, 1 in 20 chance of Ness missing. And slightly more chance for the enemy to dodge. chain enough of those together and eventually you lose. How many burgers do I buy? I had to use 2. That means we still have 2. Maybe, I don't know, 7. .401 was on the 18th. Oh, was that recent? I didn't realize that. So I've only had 2 streams without a PB. Feels longer. Aw. Okay. Ooh! That's one way to do it. Walk straight into 2 packs of slugs. Okay, 4 down. And we already have the next pack waiting. Okay, 8 down. Here's 12. See if we can get another pack really quick. Nice. Okay. That makes 16. We'll start heading up after this. Those are 2 Antoids. Don't want to touch that. Not enough lag. Nope. Oh, this isn't... I just assumed there were enough dots. This is a bad fight. Hey, what's up, Sky? How you doing? Oh, shoot. How about a nice smash right about now? Dang it. Come on. Okay. This is gonna be a slow split. That was not a good fight to take. The slug ride on the bottom was great. And then getting what I needed on the top floor. Feels like that's been my biggest pain point recently. Struggling what to do after I hit 16. That's fine. What's up, Daniel? Nice outspeeding means I don't have to watch the Antoids do nothing. Oh my gosh. Please don't magnet. Okay. 71 plus 93. It's pretty good. We're at like 2 hits to death, so I guess we just go for it at this point. Oh, 1 hit. A little bit of time lost, but not awful. Maybe able to pull it back and still have a sub 28 strong. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. Someone better at Earthbound than me needs to teach me how to get good 6-packs. The best place to spawn and respawn that top area. So I don't have to fight 5 Antoids instead. Or no, it was 6 Antoids. Oh, that was way slower than 6 slugs. Forgot that I fought that many. Hey, Shrimpery! Thank you so much for that resubscription, buddy. I appreciate you. 7 months, no less. Thank you very much, buddy. How you doing tonight? I'm the Caleb Hart of Mother 2. I don't even know what that means. I mean, obviously I know who Caleb is, but... Ah, starting with a miss into a crushing chop. Fun start. Yikes. 2 misses. 2 heals already. Caleb Hart has done a lot of speedruns. I know he did Earthbound way back in the day. I know he's done a bunch of Mega Man games. FF7. These cops are absolutely relentless right now. Never seen so many chops in my life. Give me a first round smash and I'll consider it even. My offense just feels really low. I would be okay if I just never saw a crushing chop ever again in my life. Yikes. That was just a really bad cop section. 2837 Captain Strongkill is going to be brutal to try and sub 4 on, but it's okay. Hey, what's up, Blink? Appreciate it. Thank you so much for the raid. How was what I have to assume is Breath of Fire? How are the Breath of Fire runs going? Hi, Blink. My name is Jeff. Urtai, how y'all doing? Nice, you got the record in Breath of Fire 2? Very nice. One day I'll come back and be competitive in Breath of Fire 1 again. And by one day, I mean probably never. I enjoyed Breath of Fire 1 runs, though. The fact that it's... Ooh, there's a mushroom right there. Sneak in before he gets me. Doing the Game Boy Advance run would be interesting. No one does it. Even though it's, like, an hour and change faster. Slightly less interesting, though, because there's less strategy. Records are always beatable. Unless it's like SMB1 and it's like a theoretical tie or a tie with a TAS or something. In which case, it's not beatable unless a new strategy is discovered. Ooh, you're gonna go for sub 4 in Earthbound? Nice. What is your PB in Earthbound at the moment? Aren't you right around like 405 to 410-ish? If I'm not mistaken. 409, okay. You were in the range I was thinking. Ah. That's around what my PB was when I started this whole shenanigan thing again. I think my PB was a 408 when I got started again. Yeah, I didn't watch any of the Super Bowl. I was doing work, as lame as it is. Oh my gosh, I thought he was gonna get stuck on the tree. Well, this is unfortunate. Am I dead? Wow. Oh, I got the life up off. I got a life up off at 20. I guess his name is short enough. But yeah, I lose interest a little bit in football. I'm 100% a fair weather fan when it comes to football. And the Texans did exactly what would be expected of them. First round exit in the playoffs. Or rather, a divisional exit in the playoffs. And after that, I didn't really watch anything. Only to know that, like, it was a bunch of low-scoring games. Now, the World Series, though, I'll be watching that regardless of who's in it. Speaking of baseball, baseball starts in... Oh my gosh. Baseball starts in, like... Well, first spring training games are in, like, 12 days or something. It'll be good to have baseball on again. How do I feel about the Rockets' chances? I don't know, man. Maybe if, like, Fred VanVleet weren't injured. I think the Rockets are still a really good team. But I see them as like the second tier group of teams. Where they have a shot, but it would take something exceptional. One of these days, I'm going to have a green split. Or even a split where I just save time against PB. The spawns today are just being very unforgiving. Alright, well we had those first early UFO spawns. And then the rest, PRV was pretty solid. Hey, what's up, John? How you doing? Oh, I just saw that message. You're going to spring training baseball in Phoenix at the end of the month. I have a brother who lives in Phoenix. My parents like to go to Phoenix to go to spring training games. I'll inevitably get several pictures from my parents as I go to a bunch of spring training games. Maybe I'll take a long weekend trip or something and go to some games or something. Oh, Rockin' just failed on the cultist? Oh gosh. I had to triple rock in this fight. That's not ideal. And this needs to kill one of them or else... Oh my gosh. This run is just no bueno. Cultist D and my Rockin' failed to hit twice. I actually want to take a little bit of damage here. My HP's really high. I see you over here, Median Joe. Yeah, we're over here quietly on our own side of the chat. Just auto fight. Ah, my the blah, 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 blah. You and me both, John. What's up, Libs? How you doing? Made an Iron Man in old school RuneScape. What is Iron Man? Is that like a hardcore type challenge? Single solo self-found? Something like that? Can't trade, okay. I've never played old school or new school RuneScape. But I have been playing hardcore WoW, so I'm in that world. Okay. Holy crap. What a death warp. Alright, let's just chill with the all the whether we should not talk about the Super Bowl. I assume this would have ended like 5 minutes ago, but we're still at it. Mole is the only good thing to come out of this run so far. Your call, man. Should people discuss her or not? I mean, I would generally say I don't care, but we're so far deep a rabbit hole, I don't want to open up another can of worms again. Someone over in the YouTube chat said that we're doing a play-by-play recap of the game over here. If I compare against my personal best, right now I'll compare against so what I generally compare against is my personal best, but time save spread evenly throughout the entire run. If I compare against my actual PB, my actual 401, we're actually ahead of it right now. Bum, 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 bum. Guys, it is wild that it's here in, what, February 8th? And I just turned my fan on because I'm too warm. I'm so tired of this unreasonably warm winter. The high today in Utah was 63. It's supposed to be snowing right now. I hate it. It looks like Hoth. Do you want to trade? We have not... Our like, cumulative snowfall in the valley here in Utah is like 0.4 inches. And we're already hitting record lows for this time of year of snowfall in the mountains. $80 last week in Northern California? My goodness. It's a disaster. One of these days, I'm going to have a good early game and a good end game. And I'll finally get like a 356 or something. It'll piece it all together. My gosh, there's so many enemies! Pumpkin Boy. Puppet Kid. Whatever their names are. No spawns in the graveyard, at least. If it weren't for those trick-or-treat kids, this could be a gold split. It's Earthbound! What's up, Jay Mobley? Get the butt world record and the overall record. I refuse. We only go for ooh records here. I guess it's a big O. Is it O or is it ooh? Bum, 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 bum. So we're going for the O record. Jeff's drawers behind him look like a smiley face. Porky is Cartman, or is Cartman Porky? When did South Park first come out? Or like the early 2000s? I think Earthbound got a beat by a few years. Was it late 90s? I was thinking it was probably like 2004 or something where it started. Has it really been going on that long? Like 30 years? When did South Park first start airing? Dang, 97? It's almost been on for 30 years. Earthbound beat it by like 3 years then. Oh, sick. We got the green swirl with the monkey. Insta-kill and the bread roll. Oh, look at that. Picture perfect. And Jeff got a 3 HP level up. That's actually very significant. Means Protoplasm could do his max damage every single turn. And I still survive 3 hits. Earthbound's release is closer to the moon landings than today. Moon landings, Earthbound. Earthbound and moon landings were what, 25, 26 years apart? Oh gosh. That's wild. I don't like that. I was just going by the first moon landing in 69, even then. Because Earthbound came out in 94, I believe. I think Mother 2 came out in late 94 and Earthbound came in 95. When was Mother 2 released? Okay, thank you, Wikipedia. Or thank you, Siri. Said it was 2006. So yeah, Mother 2 came out in late 94. Earthbound came out in early 95. I think? The 2000s were only like 10 years ago, I remember. Au contraire, Median Joe, I believe you don't remember. Because I think we're in the same boat. Memory's going. The 2010s. I got married in the 2010s. Oh gosh. Good. Failed call for help. And a good... Look at that. Nice little dodge. We're just gonna sit here looking at each other for as long as possible. We're just gonna keep not acting. Finally gets a hit off. I have a son who's 6, yeah. Why do I have a cookie? Did the protoplasm give me a cookie? I wasn't paying attention. I have too many things. Oh, I almost dodged the duck just by walking past. I don't mind stuttering enemies in here, I just want this first area to be clean so I have somewhere safe to retreat back to. And this is a really tight corridor to stutter something in. I think I can do this though. Have to move normally to get that slug out of the hallway. Oh, and I got a green on it. Bad stutter. The slugs started moving pretty aggressively, which means something spawned over to the west. And my stuttering got progressively worse and worse as there were more enemies on screen. If there are no enemies to the left, it just means I'm bad. But we're gonna find out shortly. I knew it. Something despawned. Or something spawned. But I'm also bad. That was a decent cave, other than the slug fight. Good brick road. Oh no, did I speak too early? There we go. You sure your 20-year-old daughter agrees with me? Oh no. What's crazy is if I had, like, a kid when I turned 18, I would have a 20-year-old kid. How much time are we losing here? Are we gaining? I don't know. Do you already watch Dusty Dunes go by? Are we already in Threed? How are we against PB now? Okay, I'm gonna compare against PB until I lose time, and then we'll swap back. It's been a long time since you had your dunes dusted. Trying to think of all the implications. For anyone wondering why I'm all of a sudden green, I think I generally explain it here and there, but I compare against a balanced PB, which takes my like average splits and my PB and spreads my time saves evenly across, not necessarily evenly, like 5 seconds on every single split, but like if the difference between like my gold and my average is 30 seconds, maybe it'll give like 3 seconds on that split. But if my difference between my average and gold is like 2 minutes on one, it'll give more time on that one. So it evenly distributes it based on the variation in that given split. So it makes kind of like how you should be performing throughout the entire one. But now that I'm looking at the green splits, these are my actual 401 splits that I'm running against now. It just means that you don't have to deal with like wild swings or anything. It's just a nice even run. But I like seeing green, so we'll go with that. Even though it changes literally nothing. Hey, what's up, Des? How you doing? $147 on a bottle rocket is a lot. 3 off max. Mega cold thing. Hey, that's what I was dealing with yesterday. I was asking Rachel, my wife, because I don't really deal with allergies at all. But yesterday, like, my eyes were watering, my face was a little puffy. I was just like constantly sneezing all day. I was like, is this what allergies are like? Yes. I'm so sorry. I was miserable yesterday. Des, those are all the details none of us wanted, but we all deserved. Urtai, are you saying that you don't want to talk to the shopkeeper and have a separate conversation for every item you buy? Because I think that's just weird. Oh, nice. Thanks, Des. I don't like verifying my own runs. I don't want my own name next to my run, even though I can. I still need to submit my 401. But thanks for doing that. Appreciate it. My 401 is the only time I have left to submit. Oh my gosh! I should have skipped sandwiched. I should have done it. Should have done it. I didn't do it, but I should have. How did the ghost not die? I forget. I think the smelly ghost is strong to freeze. If I'm not mistaken. So let's just... Actually, we're probably gonna bash and then run. You can life up? Today I learned. Okay, I need this 3 tunnel to go really, really well because I've already had a fight. Not the backstage pass, please. Got Onett Manip, nice. I still have yet to learn the Manip, but it'll happen soon. I will learn the Onett Manip, and I will beat my PB from close to 10 years ago. Hey, what's up, Cindy? At least that's the plan, at least. Oh my gosh, there were so many enemies in there. That was wild. I think the zombie gets there before me. I think this is safe to skip. Nice. We're just green swirling everything. Bye, teddy bear. Hope you find your dad. Okay. Come on, land the attacks. Let's end this on this turn, please. Go. I wanted to get your fly honey and gulp it down. That's how I feel regularly. Wanted to get your fly honey and gulp it down. I hate grapefruit fall so much. I didn't used to feel this way, but this area is quickly becoming my least favorite area in the entire game. I've just had too many bad experiences here recently. A duck! I didn't used to have trouble. I don't remember ever feeling strongly about, like, the walk south from Belch's base. But now the walk south from Belch's base is just miserable. I don't know how I ever had neutral feelings towards it. Well, for anyone who's never been here before, during the 3-minute wait behind the waterfall, we regularly do Ask Andy time, which is your special, unique time, unlike all the rest of the parts of the run. I should have just respawned this enemy. Where you can ask me anything you'd like. Because as you all know, when you ask me questions on the other parts of the run, I shoot you down and say, wait your time. Wait until the right time. Or Ty, please wait until the right time. Okay, now it's the right time. Where's my button? There it is. What is my least favorite part of the run? Onett. Stonehenge. Lumine. Oh, this is bad. Department store has not been giving me grief recently. Moonside's fine. I actually have been enjoying the mole cave recently. Hey Andy, how you been? Hey, what's up, C Willie? How you doing? I have been doing really well. See, Willie, I feel like I haven't seen you around recently. But at the same time, I feel like everyone who's been around since like the mid-2010s, I recognize everybody's name. But yeah, life's been good. Getting over a sickness. What are the big things happening in my life recently? My birthday was this past week. I don't know what time I'm going into the cave, or into the Belch's base, so someone tell me when it's close. Thank you, Urtai. That was me fishing for happy birthdays. No. I'm very low-key when it comes to my birthday. I usually don't tell many people. People know it, they know it. If they don't, they don't. The people that do know my birthday are really the only people I really wish for me to tell me happy birthday anyway. You know how it is. Been busy with your software engineering job? Nice. Is this a new gig, C. Willie? What did I do on my birthday? Well, the Sunday before my birthday, I had a bunch of family. My parents and my brother and his family came over for cake and ice cream. On my actual birthday, I went to work, came home, opened a few presents. It was pretty low-key. Did we go anywhere on that day for my birthday? I think we went out to eat on the Saturday before. For my birthday. I already forget. I'm getting rid of Big Andy because I don't know when it ends. Did I get any cool nerd stuff? Absolutely I did, Sendy. The nerdiest thing I got, my wife gave me one of those, like... This is extremely nerdy. You know those like gaming pillows that like has like a little holder for like your Switch or your Steam Deck or something. I have a Steam Deck, so it's like one of those gaming pillows you can like lay down and you can like lay down and have it mounted up, so you can just rest your arms in the air. You don't actually have to hold the Steam Deck up. She got one of those. I low-key kind of love it. Oh, I'm gonna skip sandwich right here to skip this Poppy fight. Green? That's okay. Oh, it's awesome. It looks ridiculous. But it's that classic situation, first world problem, where you're laying in bed playing your Switch, your Steam Deck or whatever, and your arm starts falling asleep. I don't have that problem anymore. I should have gone for it when I had a single slimy little pile earlier. This is another one of those bad tiles. I think I just spent 45 seconds despawning right here. If I don't also get the skip, I'm gonna stutter back to despawn the fly. No, go. Oh gosh. What happened to the split? Really that last spawn tile happened. It was all that one tile. Oh, am I gonna get pincered? I could happen. Tonight is just not the night, huh? Oh my gosh. Ah! Why is the Antoid still coming? Oh, pain everywhere. Seriously, great fruit, you know? Pincer Falls. I might have to change my split name. Felt the lag. I am still in software. Yeah, I worked for, kind of like had my own, or participating in like a startup type venture. Did that for like 3 years. And about a little over a year ago, I changed. And now I just... back in the corporate world. I actually work at like the biggest company I've ever worked at before. So it's kind of it's a fun, different experience. I worked at fairly small companies in the past. Anywhere from like 75 employee company. After that, I started work at a company where I was like full-time employee number like 15. And I stayed with them until I was like, there was like 80 or something. Oh, I don't have enough money. End me. But yeah, now the company I'm at is like 1,000 people. Oh, I need more than that. Bum, 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 bum. But yeah, still in software, still doing the similar type of stuff. Although I've kind of gone into more of like the management type track. I did pure software development for about 15 years. And now I manage a team. Fully remote is nice. Although, I will say that when I was doing the startup thing, I was fully remote for like 3 years. And it was nice, but at the same time, I missed being in the office sometimes. I think my ideal job would probably be 2 days in the office, would be my ideal. There is something to be said about just like being in the office, just shooting the breeze with coworkers and just hanging out, getting to know everybody. In a remote world, I feel like I'm more efficient at like my personal tasks, but less efficient when I need to coordinate with other people. And 2 days in the office, like, gives you the perfect amount of time to do both well. At least that's how I feel. I need that section of my split that has, like, best possible time at this point. To give me context as to, like, what my difference is between golds and the rest of the run at this point. Oh, I totally agree, Cindy. Like, you could be like a great individual contributor. I guess all my knowledge comes from like the software world, so that's where all like my terminology comes from. Generally, in the software world, there's 2 types of like tracks that someone will go down, generally referred to as individual contributor or management. And individual contributor is anything from like a junior to like a mid-level to a senior to like a lead. And then either branching off and going like the staff track or going like the architecture track. Or there's people management, which is kind of the manager track. And I think individual contributor track, you can learn and excel and do well in that as like fully remote. But it's hard to be seen when you're fully remote. Be seen as in, like, be recognized, even by people who you work directly with, adequately for the work you put in. And the only way that you get seen is if either whoever you report to goes out of the way to make sure you're seen, or if you go out of your way to make yourself seen. And the default is neither of those things. And getting yourself seen isn't just like for like promotions or whatever. It's also just like getting your work seen so that you're contributing how you probably should based on your knowledge of what you're building. Oh, I didn't move the big bottle rocket over. We'll do this strat for this one. Oh no, you don't have to worry about being contrarian. It's just expressing opinions. It's called a conversation. If everyone thought the same way as me, the world would be kind of boring. Yeah, and my thoughts weren't to say, like, you need to be in the office or whatever to be, like, considered for promotions or something. It was more like how you contribute to whatever it is becomes more interesting and more beneficial to you and the company if you are seen better. I'm just thinking, like, you're working on a project and you become, like, a critical cog for whatever reason because you have critical knowledge about something. If that doesn't get, like, seen, then you're just gonna stay as that critical piece and you're gonna get burnt out doing it. I don't know. There's so many elements to it. It's hard to boil it down to just one thing, but there's so many advantageous things to being seen and just, like, talking to people. One of the most interesting examples for me, at least, was one time at, what, 2 companies ago. There were a bunch of people, like, in the break area, just, like, talking. There was literally just, like, a bag of chips out on the counter, and people were just, like, pouring them out and snacking, and it turned into, like, this, like, hour-long impromptu conversation about all kinds of stuff. Dang it. But that conversation turned into, like, randomly the idea for the next product that the company put out. Which I think is kind of cool. And that product actually ended up doing extremely well. Oh yeah, no, I'm still on big bottle rocket duty. I did it wrong. Oh, totally, Slam. It's like, you may be ready for a promotion, but at the same time, the person doing the promoting has to sell you on to his superiors. Or their superiors. And they could sell you on it all day, but if they've never heard of you, they're going to be very difficult to convince. And the way they hear about you is by being more visible. Even though you may already deserve it. Am I gonna get 6 psyche points? I'm not. You know, we can just rock and beta, freeze beta. We'll gamble on it. Why not? We're already 5 minutes behind. I don't need to see the enemies to tell me that the lag I'm feeling isn't real. So many ducks. I'm gonna gamble that they're all running. Thank goodness. Must go faster, must go faster. We saved a second! Oh, wait, no. Pain. Don't spit your gum out, even if it's lost its flavor. Good advice. I wonder if they're getting the odds of getting spawns is lower when you already have stuff on screen. Well, the odds of getting a spawn doesn't change when there's more enemies on screen until you max out. When there is when the sprite table is full, you can't spawn anything else. Which is what Orbital is alluding to. How we do the O-net skip at any percent. O-net skip? Barrier skip. I still remember when the barrier skip was discovered. That was a really exciting time. Probably the biggest discovery. Since Earthbound speedrunning, since I got involved with Earthbound speedrunning. And they dropped the barrier skip and the new technique for a cliff skip in Winters at the same time. Which allowed, I think the record at the time was like a 106 for any percent. No, maybe it was like a 115 or something. But now it's down to like high 40s, I believe. So it shaved off about 25-30 minutes. Those two skips together. Yeah, I forget how many positions the game has for sprites. And that includes just like random NPCs and enemies alike. So where we do it, there's like the cops, the barriers, Frankie Stein. There's already like 7 or 8 things that the game loads. And then you walk through the punk area and load tons of punks. Manipulate it so that every single time you walk further left, it triggers the spawn tile and more enemies spawn. Until eventually there's too many. And then when you turn and walk south, there's no spot for the bottom right barrier to exist. Okay, we're gonna keep going until I get over 5 minutes against my actual PB. That's gonna be the threshold for the night. Because there's still hope to bring it back. How much time could... I guess I can't really see what our best is. Actually, so I'm plus 14. Plus 14 will put me at a 354. So if I keep it within 6 minutes... Oh no, but I also need to save 5 minutes. Suffice it to say, we really need a really good run from here on out. If we match gold from here on out, we'll get like a 354. Good old depth store. Oh my gosh. Pain everywhere. Skip the safety save. You know what, Urtai, you got it. I haven't died to department store in a long time anyway. I don't remember the long time, or I don't even remember the last time I died in department store. Nope, not a hyper beam. Or on Jeff. That's true. I think we timed it. It's like 14 seconds or something. Now my cutoff, because I have to be an adult on Mondays, is to start my run at 9:30, which is, what, 40 minutes ago. Gives me usually like an hour, hour and a half, depending on when I start, to get a decent run going. And I was only like plus 40 seconds at strong. That was reasonable. It's wild how, like, less sleep affects you when you're almost 40. When I was in my 20s, like, late teens, I remember one night in college, or 2 nights in college, I pulled literally 2 all-nighters back-to-back. And it wasn't even for fun things. It was to work on stuff I hadn't gotten to yet. So I went something like, what is like 60 hours without sleeping? And then I slept for like 13 hours. And I was fine. I was like literally back to normal. Now if I get on like a 5 or 6 hour night of sleep, I'm just like, it takes me like 3 days to recover. It is wild how it changes. I must have not had any spawns in my PB. Please don't solidify. Okay, good. 127. Delightful. Okay, second one made up for it. Do 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 do. I do probably need to exercise more. Usually I'll like hop on the bike occasionally, and then I'll go for a run on the weekends. Still probably not enough though. I need to do like more resistance training. Speaking of plenty of water, I filled up a water bottle. And I don't know where it is. Specifically for this stream. Probably, I think I left it right outside on the table. You have to drink so much water to pee clear. Someone who's not watching chat just heard that and was like, what on earth are they talking about? Also, the downside of drinking a ton of water and like drinking how much you're supposed to is you have to go to the bathroom like 7 times a day. Nobody got time for that. I'm just messing with you, partly. You move down. Ah, little trolly little suit dude. I have no patience when people interrupt me when I'm busy doing nothing. Probably one of the best lines in the game. So good. Alright, Jeff, do your magic. 675 damage. I'm ready. Make this a one-turn fight. Do it! That was a good damage roll, though. Was that the that's one of the rare time saves in this run. back of this bar is bigger than the bar itself. I'm sorry, cafe. VR boxing. I've heard a lot of people that really enjoyed VR boxing. I remember I used to do Insanity a ton. Back in like my mid-20s, I was super into running. I was probably doing like, I think I like topped out at doing like 30 to 40 miles a week that I was running. I usually do like 3 to 6 miles every single weekday, and then a long run on the weekends. Anywhere from like 10 to 20 miles. I was running a lot. But I was also sometimes doing Insanity. And there was like the second month that you're doing Insanity, they have you start introducing like some boxing workouts. And holy crap. I have never felt more sore. Even like being very in shape and exercising a ton every single day, that boxing worked out. I just remember how much it kicked my butt. It was unreal. I think it was also because, like, I was running. I wasn't working out my upper body. My body was just like, what the crap? My arms were like, we're used to doing this. We're familiar with the motions we're supposed to be doing. These are not the normal motions. Help. This felt like a very smooth monkey cave. I didn't make a single mistake anywhere. super random comment. I play on a... I don't play on an old... Joe Mama, you in the YouTube chat made me think of this. For the longest time, I played on an actual CRT TV. But... CRTs are just so heavy. And I got tired of having a giant one on my desk. So I actually have just a regular TV on my desk. But it's like a super duper cheap TV you buy from like Best Buy. I think I bought it for like $49. And it makes me happy because the reason it's so dirt cheap is because they have embedded all their software and everything. So they can track you and collect data. The data collection is as I assume, more valuable than the TV itself. But because I literally just, all I do on here is play Earthbound, I feel like I have beat the system, and they collect nothing from me. I have an old, like, Sony Trinitron TV. It was the TV that was in my parents' kitchen growing up, like 30 years ago. It was a pretty nice little, I think it's like a 15-inch TV. Still works great. I think it's actually in this closet, that TV. Interesting that I golded that split and had the dad phone call. Hooked up to one of the two VHS used to dub tapes on? Interesting. What kind of tapes are you dubbing? Closets are the best place. You know what? I'm gonna do the walk through the desks. Never tried it, but now's the run to do it. Look at that. It worked. Orbital, you might have to educate me. What are MST3K? Or what is that? Ooh, 394 is a nice roll. Oh, Mystery Science Theater, okay. I haven't thought of Mystery Science Theater in ages. Are you the guy that's like making the nice cuts of old TV shows from like the 90s and uploading them to trackers so the rest of us can benefit from your work? Run is coming back because I saved 33 seconds. Not impossible, just extremely unlikely. I'll probably set the next gate. I need to have the Enter Dungeon Man split Let's say I need to be plus 245 at that point. I need to bring it back another minute by then. And then once I'm ahead by 20 seconds, I just need to shave off another 45 seconds. And then we're on sub 4 pace. This is like the reasoning that goes through your head when you're running like a long race. It's like, this is just like a 5K. Like running a 5K and then doing like a couple couple other 5Ks, and then you're just like 4 miles away from the end, and that's just one more 5K. So you run that first 5K and you're pretty much done. I've been getting back into running. I've been running like 3 to 6 miles every Saturday for like the last month or so. And every single time I run, the first time I ran, my ankles, my knees were hurting for like, what, like 6 days. And like every time I've run after that, it's been like one less day that my knee hurts. Eventually, I'll just be able to start going back and running every day. It's definitely gradual on my 38-year-old knees. I'm hoping I didn't get my dad's genetics. My dad had bad knees. He had like 6 surgeries, and then he had a full knee replacement 3 years ago. Invent some Doritos that have nutrition. See, that would be life-changing for me. I'm a sucker for the salty snacks. Or I guess in this case, the snacks filled with MSG. Orbital Bear, Lady Perfect is my wife. She's referring to my habits. I love Doritos. A package of Peeps a day? Now that is wild. Doesn't PepsiCo or PepsiCo own Doritos? That's right, right? Cheese Tara? Tara? I don't know how to pronounce it, so no, Urtai. All I need is PepsiCo for my Doritos and Yum Foods for my Taco Bell, and I'm set. Isn't Yum our own Taco Bell? I think that's what it is. I haven't run any ads yet. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm apologizing. I run ads so that, like, people who are coming into the stream don't have to watch that pre-roll. But I guess if you're already here, it doesn't really matter. So cheese tara is a Japanese snack, which is a piece of cheese, usually brie or camembert, sandwiched between 2 paper-thin slices of fish. Huh. Cheese and fish don't seem like they go together, but I'm intrigued. I also, for some reason, don't like soft cheeses that much. I prefer, like, aged, stronger cheese over, like, the soft, mellow cheeses. See, and I'm also the weird guy. For some reason, I don't like cream cheese that much. Like, there's every once in a while they'll bring bagels into the office with like all like the different cream cheese spreads, and I prefer just the bagel plain. I don't really like cream cheese. I have a few foods that I don't like that I think are pretty commonly liked. Cream cheese and sour cream in their raw elements. Like, obviously, like sour cream and like certain dishes or whatever when it's just like integrated in, whatever. But just like putting sour cream on something, I'll pass. Lady Perfect put sour cream on my plate of nachos today. And I had to get a paper towel and wipe it off. Oh, whoops. I don't split yet. Feta cheese, though. Feta is phenomenal. I also really like blue cheese. For my birthday, my brother gave me a subscription to some gourmet cheese making magazine, and I got the first edition the other day. I read the article about how tariffs affected the cheese importing into the United States. Blue cheese is, well, feta's more crumbly than soft. Brie is almost like a creamy cheese. I don't feel like blue cheese and feta are creamy like brie is. Like, I'm a sucker for, like, a burger with blue cheese on it. So good. Is this balance splits or PB? I don't even know at this point. Whatever looks better. I can check in a minute. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, so this is... What am I looking at? This is PB. Here is balanced. Anyone into Final Fantasy Tactics? Uh-oh. I have bad news, Craig. For whatever reason, I have a really hard time getting into tactical RPGs, which I hate about myself. Because that's like a whole subgenre where there's so many great games. And I've tried like 4 or 5, and every single time I get like a few hours in, and I'm just like, I don't like this. And one of the ones that I've tried is Final Fantasy Tactics. Which is frustrating, because I know they're, like, phenomenal games. Like all the Disgaea and Final Fantasy Tactics and... the... What's the one series that has, like, 500 games? Like, there was, like, a 3 Kingdoms or something for the Switch? I forget. Urta, I believe you mean the only good game, only good Castlevania game is Castlevania 64. Although I did play Mario and Rabbids. My mom gave Mario and Rabbids to my son for Christmas a year and a half ago, and then he wanted to play it with me, and I enjoyed that a little bit. That one was kind of fun. We didn't beat it because I think he got bored of it. Alright, so the goal is plus 245 entering Dungeon Man. Might give it a little bit of leniency because Dungeon Man also has big time save. We'll do the tower, maybe plus 230 at entering the sub. Give myself some leniency, but additional time saved to get. You're such a good student. Bow. You already have one, so let's move the Mummy Wrap to Paula, and then give a Super Bomb to Pooh, and go ahead and drop the bottle of water, and Life Up Paula. When you say immaculate menuing, is it my subpar menuing? Is that a subtle jab? Because I feel like my menuing is leagues apart from like those who actually menu well. Well, then I will gladly take the compliment. It's mostly just like thinking ahead about what the fight's gonna be. Like for this upcoming fight, I have a super bomb on Ness, which I believe is 3 spots down on the left. I have the mummy wrap on Paula, which is either going to be 1 menu up or a menu up and then left. Jeff is going to be a BBR, which is going to be 1 menu up. And Pooh's going to be a super bomb, which he just got. But I also threw away the bottle of water, so it should be 1 menu up. Bum, 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 bum. We'll see how accurate that is. And when I say 1 menu up, a lot of times, even though it's like I go down 1, I just instinctively wanting to go to the bottom of my inventory, so I just have up in my head. There have been people who have done left-handed speedruns, and it doesn't actually cost that much time. Like, it was like a matter of minutes from their actual PB. Aurelius back in the day did a Earthbound speedrun on a DDR dance pad. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Dum, 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 dum. The side quest for the dirty socks. Is that something that's in the desert? I forget where that side quest is. Or that Earthbound even has side quests. Doesn't the dirty socks also solidify? It just doesn't do any damage. It's like a slime one-time use of slime generator. Generator. It was a tongue twister today. Here you might think, oh, it'd be faster just to walk directly left to get out. But there's a photo trigger if you walk straight left. So we walk up and around a little bit. Alright, we need a good pyramid. Oh no, my pyramid and my PB was gold. We need an even golder pyramid. Hey, what's up, Anchor? Sounds good. I'll take this one up here, so I don't have to fight two. Alright, what are we going to try and green swirl in here? Absolutely nothing. Oh! There was a coffin on the coffin! What a troll. Well, I mean, this is going really well so far. Let's see if it holds up. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Getting all the first round runs. Based on the speed and everything, I think I start around a 40% chance to run from these fights. And I've gotten it first try each time. Let's do it again. Oh. After 2 failed runs, it's officially slower than the normal route of, like, putting them to sleep or something. He's not poisoned, 1 HP. I'm not even going to heal him. Keep going. Jeff has no purpose left in this pyramid. And he'll revive at the end anyway. Oh, I got caught. How did a thunder not hit anybody? I have 4 people. It should be a 100% chance. Okay, last fight of the pyramid. Well, I would say that was an above average pyramid, but we're still going to lose time. See how against balanced. Yeah, look at that. My gold was like a minute 20 faster than it needed to be against my balance splits. But I'm still going to save time against that. I might, regardless of my time, I'm probably going to go ahead and do Stonehenge. At least through Stonehenge. Because Stonehenge is good practice. I still feel like Stonehenge is probably my weakest split. And the greatest potential for increased average time save. That UFO went out of bounds. Ah! I think I have an extra skip. I do. Run away! Dude, that's so many enemies. I'm gonna despawn the entire thing. I'm uncomfortable going over there. I'm just gonna leave the Sunstroke. I'll do the full revive here in a minute. We're just gonna look at the flashing together and enjoy it. Dang it, I don't have another skip. Oh, I do have another skip. Run away! I bought two in Summers on Ness. And I'm glad I did. Ah! Oh gosh, that one didn't despawn. Oh, that one's loose. Oh. This was aiming to be such a good split. Like, seriously, it had the potential to get to that threshold I wanted. I hope Jeff dies from sunstroke. What's also wild is that I can now be like plus 5 minutes against my splits, and now I'm on pace for a 406. Like I can look at this run and be like, oh man, this is a rough one. But like 2 months ago, this was my PB. It's just nice to look back and see some good progress, you know? You guys ready for all of the multi-bot rockets in the entire world? Oh yeah, I was gonna start doing super bombs. Super bomb strat on Gygus, which means I buy like leftover money, any money I have. I throw like a couple extra super bombs on Paula for the Gygus fight. Because I think I decided that the Gygus fight I'm no longer paralyzing. Round 1 is literally super bomb, shield, MBR, super bomb. And then even more super bombs after that. Oh, I don't have enough for any more. That's okay. Oops. Oh man, I'm gonna get into a fight. Unless I'm amazing. Did I hit an enemy or did I bonk the tree? The tree. Oh, I didn't see that message. See you later, Sir Willie. Thanks for hanging out. Gosh. Actually, I'll use my crystal charm. Okay, Paula's poisoned. I probably do need to get rid of that. Otherwise, she's gonna be poisoned all the way until, like, Stonehenge. Who's a kill thief? Swooping in to make sure all you get is the assist. I really hope in the back of my mind, ever since they made they did the Super Mario RPG remake, I've always like held out hope that maybe one day I'll get Earthbound the same treatment. I don't believe it'll ever happen, but I'm holding out hope. I'm worried about this. Do 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 do. You think it'd be cool to see more character development? What do you want from these people? Ness never actually speaks, does he? Jeff... Does Jeff say anything? If anything, he says very little. Jeff would take over his dad's lab and continue to wet the bed. Oh, Earthbound 2. I see what you're saying. A sequel to Earthbound, not a sequel to Mother. I always assume that Tessie is about to go underwater and Bubble Monkey's about to go with him to his underwater lair, like he does in the first time. Thanks for those bits, beautiful. Appreciate you. Was that 10 bits? Oh, it took me a second to realize that the second message was not also bits. I never know if it's faster to despawn enemies sometimes or just take the green. Probably faster just to despawn it. Is there any chance of running away failing when you get a green battle? On some enemy packs, yes. Some enemy packs are flagged to be totally unrunnable, whether it's a green swirl or not, because there's a boss encounter that uses that enemy sprite. For example, the cultists in Peaceful or in Happy Happy Village, you cannot run from any of them, whether it's a random encounter or not. Also, like slimy little piles in Belch's base, you cannot run from those for the same reason. If it's not that situation though, you can always run from a green swirl. We're going. Just walking on through here. Little old Stonehenge base. Just casually walk over here. And then, bloop, enemy's gone. And, ooh, another enemy. Boop, bloop, gone. Another enemy. Bloop, gone. Oh. Bloop. Oh. Bloop. Oh. Bloop. Yay! Oh. Oh. Come on. As soon as I tried to get cute and bloop them away, they all started coming. was hoping to wrap around and get a green. But couldn't. Come on, looking for an ended. Give me an ended. Oh. And did. I wanted the Starman to warp to the bottom of the stairs, not onto the stairs. Or onto the ladder. Come on, to me, to me! Oh, come on! Starman's supposed to come to me, not the diamond. And did! Oh, but couldn't. Do the Sword of Kings. I tried. Can't blame me. Do 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 do. Takoyaki just dropping in chat. So many different nuts. Making me choose. You know what? I'm gonna go through and rate each of these one by one. Peanuts. I think peanuts, like, crunchy peanut butter, S tier. Also, like, honey roasted peanuts, pretty dang solid, like A tier. Walnuts, I'm pretty lukewarm on walnuts. I'll put them at like a C. Hazelnuts. I mean, just for like the chocolate spread, I'll give it a decent rating. Give it like an A. Pecans. Pecans don't do much for me. I'll put pecans in a C. Macadamia nuts, a little bit better. Put macadamias at B. By the way, this area is horrendous. It's after macadamia. You guys are making the chat message go down. I can't read it anymore. Cashews, S tier. Almonds, really close. Somewhere between A and S tier. Pine nuts. I've never heard of giant pine nuts. Pine nuts, though. I gotta give it like an A tier. Sunflower seeds, A. Pumpkin, C. Pistachios, somewhere between A and S. Pecans. This area indeed was F tier. Well, we got our practice in at Starman Deluxe, and Starman Deluxe went horrendous. But I think I'm going to wrap up my run right there. We just fell far behind. Tonight was not the night. What is this music? I have never heard this before. I did just rate the nuts. Rate D's nuts. Absolute F tier. This music is really disconcerting. I'm pretty sure iBlink rated me earlier in the stream. So we're just going to rate him back to wrap things up. Well, thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. Orbital Bears, Landis, Mr. Quackums, Urtai, Takoyaki. Beautiful Day. Thanks for the bits, by the way. Urtai, PSI Tricky. Runty Grunt 13. Anyone else might be lurking in chat. Y'all have an absolutely wonderful evening. And maybe we'll be back with an actual PB next week. I mean, obviously we will be back. It's just a matter of if we're PB or not. Thanks for everyone hanging out tonight. Even though this run was bad, I had a lot of fun tonight. It was good. So, I will catch y'all next time. Bye, everybody.